When we committed to a lifestyle of extended stay slow travel, like we are currently doing in Paris, we knew it would mean being away from friends and family for long periods of time. That's why we do specific things that keep us somewhat grounded and prevents isolation. First, we decided not to become full-time nomad travelers, but instead we keep a strong footprint in our home of Washington, D.C. We have weeks at a time of coming home to recharge. Second, we are intentional in our efforts to add time with those we care about into our travel schedule. You may remember our destination series about our visits to Louisiana and Alabama. Third, we take full advantage of technology to stay in touch daily with everyone through Facebook, Instagram, etc. That includes our subscriber tribe.
While we're traveling, we love keeping in touch not only with our friends and family back home and across the world, but to our subscriber community. So I'm doing comments right now, which Chris and I do every couple of days to stay in touch with you and other parts of our community. It's a lot of fun because we don't only get, comments and feedback on what we're doing or questions about where we've been and done, but also we get stories about you, and that keeps us in touch and really having fun while we're on the road.
Why do we do this? Because life is so short. We only have so much time to travel and to be with each other. Seriously though, the fleeting, ephemeral nature of life became more apparent than ever when we visited the Paris catacombs. As Paris grew into its role as a major European hub, it eventually ran into a major problem. By the 17th century, enough people had lived and died in Paris that its cemeteries were overflowing. And so the solution arose to place them in the centuries-old tunnels that had existed beneath the streets of Paris since the 13th century. By the time these burials ended, 6 million Parisians' bones came to their final resting place in the city's catacombs. There have been a handful of films that head deep into the legendary catacombs of Paris, just as we did. The criminally underrated As Above, So Below took horror fans deep into the catacombs in a fresh take on the found footage subgenre. The movie is believed to be inspired by a real-life tragedy. In the early 1990s, a group actually found a video camera on the ground of the catacombs with footage on it. As the group watched the footage, they heard disturbing noises. It became apparent that the man holding the video camera was lost and had no idea how to escape. In the video, the man is seen going mad inside the network of tunnels. Legend says that if you are inside of the Paris catacombs after midnight, the walls begin to speak. Disembodied voices will try to persuade you to venture deeper and deeper into the catacombs until you can't find your way out. Today, a little more than a mile of the catacombs is open for visitors to explore, but we found a tour company that had the connections in place to allow us access to locked areas that are not available to the general public. As visitors pass into the ossuary, they walk under a doorway with a haunting inscription above. "Stop! This is the Empire of Death." Inside the ossuary, bones are grouped by the cemeteries that they came from. Some are neatly stacked along the corridors, others arranged in patterns, creating crosses and other images. As you walk through the corridors, you can still see the soot from the torches that they used centuries ago. One of the locked rooms we got special access to contains a series of stone carvings created long ago by a slightly mysterious original tunnel excavator named de Curé. When not helping his fellow quarrymen stabilize the tunnels, he carved renderings of important buildings into the stone. De Curé was killed in a rockfall while working in the catacombs. In another locked room we got access to, we see an old well that plummets even deeper underground. Seeing millions of corpses scattered around you everywhere had an effect on us. This place proves that death can come for you at any time, and you are small in the great scheme of things. We better appreciate life while we have it, because we never know when our time will be up. We both called home immediately after this trip. Watch this video to see what's next on our adventures and check out our customizable merchandise store. See you soon!